Hello everyone, this is Parsuram. I'm back with one more theory lesson, making you understand what is the importance of scales. But before you start following the videos from here and all the videos after this, that is where I'll be explaining how to play the scales. I'll advise you to go through the first few lessons in which I've explained how do you exactly understand the notations on the fretboard and the chromatic scale and all these things. In this lesson, I'll just give you an overview of why scales are important and why do you need to practice scales a lot before you start practicing all the songs and all. Scales, the most integral part of our complete music system. It is a foundation upon which our complete music system is built. Usually when you play the scales, there are many types of scales. To start with major, minor, pentatonic scales, blues scales and many other type of scales. But the basic two type of scales are major scales and minor scales. Most of the music compositions that are done are done on this major scale or minor scales. Okay, there are certain permutation and combination that is done in the scales to derive the other scales that we have in music. All the scales, major, minor, pentatonic, blues, these scales can be played for all the 12 notes that we have in music starting from C. So you can have a C major scale, you can have C minor scale, under minor you have natural, you have harmonic minor scale, you have melodic minor scale. You might ask, why do we need to practice these scales? You might have heard people saying about you need to practice these scales, but why are these scales important? I will say that when I started playing the guitar, even I was not aware of all these scales, to be very frank. But as in when I started with playing songs, I started with playing chords because I was too much inclined towards playing songs. Obviously, you might be fascinated about playing this instrument, wonderful instrument. But I will suggest you to practice the scales first. Again, just to go back from where you are now. Practice the scales, then come back to the songs. Okay, so as I was saying, all these notes that we have in music have their own set of scales. What is the scale? Scale is nothing but a simple 8-note pattern played in the ascending and the descending order. Okay, the scales have a specific formula. Usually people, not all of them are aware of these formulas and how do we play these scales on the complete fretboard. But there is a specific formula which, if followed properly, will enable you to play the scales anywhere that you want to play on the fretboard. So the formulas will be explained at a later stage, but just to reiterate, the notes can be found anywhere on the fretboard. You start playing from that root note, you follow the formula, you end up playing a major or a minor scale. Okay, so a scale is nothing but a simple 8-note pattern played in the ascending and the descending order. For example, for people who have gone through my chromatic scale lesson will understand that fret number 3 on string number 5 I have C note, or say string number 6 fret number 3 I have G note. So I say, for example, I want to play a G major scale. Okay, I will play a simple 8-note pattern which will give me a G major scale. Now this was G major scale. I want to play a G minor scale, natural minor scale. I will start from G again. Now what I did was I started from G note, but I played two different 8-note patterns which gave me a major scale and which gave me a minor scale. Okay, so we need to understand how do we exactly derive at these notes and how do we play these major scales and the minor scales. Okay, for people who want to get into music compositions, I will suggest keep practicing the scales day in and day out. Keep practicing as much as you can. This is going to help you in future. Okay, so what you need to do is, starting from this lesson, keep following all the scale theory lessons, and then come to understanding of chords. It will give you a very clear picture of how do we exactly play those open chords and everything, because the bar chords and the power chords and the open chords, everything that I play are derived from these scales. Okay, so in short, what I want to say is scales are the most integral part of our music system. Please keep practicing the scales before you start with anything else, and keep watching, and always maintain a chart, and do write down all the notations on that chart and follow each lesson that I'm explaining, and after that come to understanding of chords and how these are derived from the scales. Okay. This was a lengthy lesson as compared to all my previous lessons, but this is an important lesson which you will realize in the future lessons of mine. So hope you like that lesson on the importance of scales. Do subscribe to Rajshri Learn, and keep watching for all the theory videos and all the lessons that I'll be doing in future. Take care. Bye bye.